MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, State Farm, and WeatherTech.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 93. We're glad to have you with us. Over the past 6 months or so, the pony car wars have been escalating at a galloping pace. First to make a move was General Motors with their all-new F-bodies, the Chevrolet Camaro and Pontiac Firebird. These impressive designs have raised the ante and expectation of pony car fans. So Ford was in a dilemma. The new Mustang isn't due out until late this year. In order to give Mustang fans something to cheer about until then, Ford turned to its special vehicle team for help. The 93 Mustang Cobra is the result. The 1993 Mustang Cobra sure doesn't look that much different from its siblings, the plain Jane 5-liter LX and the more aggressive GT. But sharp-eyed enthusiasts might notice the Cobra's unique front-end treatment, complete with a traditional prancing pony in the middle of the grille. Or they might spot the propeller-inspired 17-inch rims that wear massive Z-rated Goodyear Eagle GSCs. Other detail changes unfold at the rear, where SVO-style taillights complement a revised rear valance panel and spoiler. New side rocker panels are stylish and not as tacked-on looking as those on the GT. This last Mustang of its generation is clearly the best looking. But the real news for the 93 Cobra is under the hood. Ford's revised horsepower ratings peg this motor at 235. That's 30 more than the normal Mustang 5-liter and a clear hint at what to expect from the next generation car. A revised intake manifold, new GT40-inspired cylinder heads, larger valves, and a host of other refinements increase peak horsepower while decreasing torque to 280 pound-feet. The standard 5-liter remains at 300 even. Even without the superior torque of lesser Mustangs, the Cobra is still the quickest of them all. 0 to 60 happens in only 5.6 seconds, or about a half-second faster than our recent test of the 93 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. And the Cobra can slither through the quarter mile in an even more impressive 14.3 seconds at 98 miles per hour. Acceleration worthy of the Cobra name. One thing that Ford carried over to the new Cobra model is the standard car's notchy 5-speed. It's quick and accurate, but with long American-style throws. Unfortunately, predictably unpredictable Maryland weather prevented us from testing the Cobra's braking and handling on our racetrack. But that didn't stop us from gathering some impressions on the street. Upgraded 4-wheel vented disc brakes replaced the front disc rear drum setup of the regular Mustang. Anti-lock braking system is being saved till next year. Even so, these powerful brakes improve dramatically upon the regular Mustang's pedal feel and resistance to fade. Handling was an area where Ford's special vehicle team paid particular attention. And if our information is correct, the 1993 Cobra's front McPherson strut and rear trailing link suspension will be very similar to the one under the redesigned 94 Mustang. That's good news because the Cobra handles better than any other Mustang we've grabbed by the reins. With a softer suspension beneath all 4 corners, we found the Cobra turns in a bit slower, yet settles down in corners much better. The new suspension components allow the Mustang to absorb harsh bumps in the middle of turns more easily. Nearly gone is the regular Mustang's tendency to buck its back end when the pavement turns rough. The body does roll a bit more now, but not to the extent that it affects driver control. Another definite benefit of this new suspension is a Mustang ride that is no longer tiring on long trips. But fuel consumption is still typical pony car. EPA rates the Cobra at 17 city and 24 highway. We average just 17 miles per gallon. Less has changed on the inside, unless you include some new floor mats that have the word Cobra embroidered on them. The dash is full of simple and easy-to-use switches and knobs, but except for the driver airbag, the layout now looks very dated. The standard cloth and vinyl bucket seats are the same as those in the regular GT. They're comfortable and quite adjustable, but lack lateral support, especially given the Cobra's considerable cornering power. The Cobra sports the same very legible instrumentation of other Mustangs, complete with oil pressure and voltmeter gauges. Rotary climate controls are still modern enough, as is the newly revised sound system. But other details like the center console-mounted power mirror switch seem misplaced. In the rear, the Cobra lives up to its 2+2 seating designation. Adult occupants may find tolerable headroom, but adequate legroom is out of the question. At least the handy rear hatch area can carry its share of cargo, especially when the rear seats are folded down. Liftover, however, is hatchback high. Mustang Cobra prices start at $19,900. While that's a substantial leap over a standard Mustang GT, it still compares well with the Cobra's GM competition. MotorWeek's hits start with the Cobra's muscular motor. We also like the more capable handling, He-Man brakes, and far smoother ride, and still classically aggressive styling. Misses are the overall dated interior and lack of an anti-lock system. Despite the fact that the current Mustang is soon headed for the last roundup, the Cobra certainly stirred our attention. Its performance clearly warrants the fabled Cobra title, and the limited run of 5,000 will go quickly. More importantly, however, is the fact that the Cobra is a building block for the new Mustang. In that vein, the Cobra fills us with hope and anticipation of another great ride.